What happens when we have myths and misconceptions is we slow down the pace of improvements in cancer care, which is really unfortunate. What I'd like to do is address those myths and misconceptions about clinical trials and really talk to you about what they are and what they are not. Clinical trials have very, very rigorous oversight. Patients need to go into exquisite detail about the risks and benefits of their treatment before they even consider enrolling on a clinical trial. In this way, with this oversight, with the regulatory agencies that are looking at these clinical trials and monitoring them, it's extraordinarily unlikely that anybody actually does feel like a guinea pig on a clinical trial. Treatments we oftentimes administer on a clinical trial are our standard of care treatment that patients would be receiving off of a clinical trial. The experimental arm or the study arm is the standard of care with the addition of a newer and oftentimes targeted drug to hopefully improve upon that standard of care. We have a team of financial counselors that evaluate and request authorizations for whatever treatment we do on a clinical trial and off of a clinical trial. In fact, as part of the Affordable Care Act, it is now federal law that most insurance providers under law need to cover the cost of a clinical trial. There are some very rare exceptions to this, but as a general rule, it's unlawful for an insurance provider to deny coverage for a treatment on a clinical trial. Some people ask whether cancer clinical trials are dangerous. I tell them that in general, no, they are not. Any treatment that we recommend or that we administer for cancer does have some degree of risk and also some benefit. And the same is true of clinical trials. There's regulatory oversight from thought leaders across the country. There's oversight by the FDA and National Cancer Institute. So they know and they are confident that we are not exposing patients to undue risk on our clinical trials. Another misconception that patients may have about clinical trials is that they have a sense that they're unable to stop a clinical trial once they start. And that could be no further from the truth. The truth is, no matter what treatment any patient is offered at any time can be stopped at any time the patient desires. And that's true both on a clinical trial and off of a clinical trial. So just because a patient starts treatment for cancer doesn't mean they ever need to continue it again. They're in control of their care and they make the decisions.